Hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to my worldwide enlightenment webinar. My name is Ron Steele with Live Enlightened, and today is December 2nd, 2017. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time. I am having my webinars from now on Saturdays. I'm back to Saturdays. I think this is my second Saturday in the last couple months. So my next webinar is going to be on January 13th due to the holidays, to Christmas and New Year's. And I'm going to be moving. So there's a lot going on for the next month or so. So today I'm going to do about an hour of reading the knowledge book. And then I will be back on Saturday, January 13th. And depending on work and my availability, I may do this on Sundays again or Mondays, but it'll be Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So anyway, again, my name is Ron Steele, and this is my worldwide enlightenment webinars by Live Enlightened with Ron Steele. It's December 2nd, 2017. I'm glad you guys could join me today. As soon as this video is done, I'm going to post it on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now, but it will be a recorded video on YouTube for those of you who can't stay for the whole video or missed it today. You can watch it over and over as many times as you like on YouTube. Today is reading of the knowledge book part 10. Okay, so I've done 10 of these videos. This is the 10th one, and you can go on my YouTube channel. It's Live Enlightened. So if you go on YouTube and search Live Enlightened or Live Enlightened by Ron Steele, you'll find my YouTube channel there, and you can watch, if you haven't already, you can watch the knowledge book, all of my knowledge book videos, part 1 through part 10, and I have a lot of other videos there too. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate that, and watch the videos that you like, that resonate with you. So really glad that you guys could join me today, and we're going to start on page 85. Again, this is Live Enlightened by Ron Steele, and we're reading the knowledge book part 10 today. There you go. That's for those of you who haven't seen the knowledge book before. Pretty big, nice book, important book. Okay, so we're going to get started. All right. So they're saying, page 85, they're saying, our friends, we will talk to you about the prayer beads now, in order to answer the questions we have received from certain thought chains. The prayer beads are the single tool used to integrate religious suggestions. Each bead of the prayer beads prepares your thought frequency for a certain level. The concentration in moving every bead of the prayer beads will open the gate of the key that is given to you. That is, the prayer beads are nothing but an occurrence of meditation. But during meditation, you elevate your thought frequency yourself. However, with the prayer beads, you rise by pursuing other frequencies. If your brain frequency is not ready yet for the frequency of the pole to which you are connected, you step out of the law of graduation, and sometimes you may be shaken. However, the prayer beads on the path of God prepares you for special meditation. When your brain coat is habituated to this frequency, then litany from the heart begins. From then on, you need neither the prayer beads nor the namaz, nor a book, because then you yourself become a book. This is the reason why we open the gates of the firmament to our friends who possess litany from the heart and give them knowledge beyond religions. You may enter many negative frequencies by bead recitation. You may be under the effect of many powers unknown to you. You may end up in frustration and madness too. Now, let us talk to you about certain states of the prayer beads. Each matter in the universe serves in the direction of the goal to which it belongs. The goal of the prayer beads is also to serve in the medium of the prayer. The conductibility of the stones it is made of is very significant. Most acceptable stones are agate, amber, mother of pearl, and ivory. That's agate, amber, mother of pearl, and ivory for your prayer beads. Agate and amber are the most powerful conductors, accumulating all the electricity. Ivory and mother of pearl possess a power destroying the negative factors. Prayer beads recited by a person with high frequency cannot be compared with prayer beads recitation of those with low frequencies, for the electricity of the hand touching the prayer beads is assembled on the beads. For example, if a child puts the prayer beads carrying a high frequency around his or her neck, the magnetic field formed around the neck impairs his or her brain vibrations and causes a shakeup of his or her electrical equilibrium. The evil eye is also the same. When the time comes, we will mention to you about that too. This state creates illness in him or her. Ultimately, it can even lead to madness. For this reason, nothing should be done unconsciously. The hand and the fingers are the most powerful focal points, distributing the energy received through the channel of the brain. For this reason, in both Islam and Christian societies, there is hand clasping in religious mediums. Those who are conscious of this do this action consciously. Some do it instinctively. Okay, in certain religions, people would not let go of the hands until the bargaining is finished. The meaning of this is nothing but an effort of persuading the other person through thought concentration on part of the one who does the bargaining. Every hand transmits healing in accordance with the energy of the dimension to which it belongs. In each hand, there is an effect of electrical healing, little or plentiful. Healing or being a mediumist should not prepare special positions for you. In the healing medium, you habituate lower frequencies than you to certain dimensional energies and assist them in this way. Let me read that again. In the healing medium, you habituate lower frequencies than you to certain dimensional energies and assist them in this way. Okay? There are powerful healing currents in each frequency line. In accordance with the stages of rising, you receive those powerful currents from the energetic points of the dimensions that your brain energies enter. Now let us talk about the prayer beads again. Whichever prayer you pray with the assistance of the prayer beads, your meditation at that point will elevate you to that energetic dimension. But you have to know the origin of the prayers well. For each prayer may not belong to the energetic point possessing the divine power revealed from the channel of the Lord. For this reason, dealing with things unknown to you brings you nothing but frustration. Your most correct path is the path you know. You will come to a place that you too will be in essence in the universe by perceiving all the happiness within yourselves and all the luminosity in your spirit. Our brothers and sisters who change with the change of time will greet us more quickly and will find their Lord without any intermediaries. You will believe the rightfulness of our words one day. All right, so that's signed. It's signed Pen of the Golden Age, PGA. Our friends, moving on to the next paragraph. Our friends, humankind always wants to project the perceptions it receives in its own medium. However, since there is no device in your world to measure these frequencies of mediums, everyone searches instinctively for groups with frequencies tantamount to his or her frequency. This is their measurement. Those whose frequencies and evolvements rise in a parallel fashion can unify their perceptions with higher levels. Our friends who witness individual miracles are feeling uncomfortable since they do not know the origin of it. When they do not become surprised by anything anymore, when they accept everything as normal, when they first assimilate the events in their essences and attain consciousness first for themselves, only then can they be beneficial to their mediums. The magnificent establishment of the Golden Age is being executed in the entire universe. The mission of each person is different, and the channels to which they are connected are also different. We will get directly in connection with the supreme friends who receive the utterances of God. Negatives in the world will arise from the imbalance in nature. Physical constitutions are conforming themselves with the effect of the seasons. Now, there will be a special message we will present to you from the land of loving ones. And here it comes. This is a focal point beyond the dimensions of solar systems. We would like to make a special declaration to you. Transmission will be made to a very wide area until the month of July. Universal unifications will be more powerful. You will witness, one by one, the changes in everyone. You will have very nice sunny days after the dispersion of the clouds. Those who pass beyond the color of lead will have a very nice holiday. The definition of the gray color will be made later. We will connect the chains of progression to certain focal points. By this means, you will get in connection with numerous channels, and since these connections are under our supervision, they will never shake you. Since the perception of everyone is different, special transmitters will be used. The goal is to accelerate the pace. You will be habituated to the mediums here with all your possibilities. We will introduce you to the mediums unknown to you, only to those who connect with us. Please take this word of ours seriously. There will be special waves to be given to you from controlled channels. Those who will be accepted here will be specially trained. One day we will go to the place of Aman together with our love. Signed, A.U.M. Which, I don't know what that means. That's the first time I've seen it in this book. The signature of A.U.M. Abbreviation, obviously, for 3 words. Okay, so next paragraph. Our friends, integrated spiritual energies are preparing you for more expanded dimensions. Perceptions you receive are the most correct indexes. Meetings will spread to wider fields. This is the mothership supervision center of the Bay. At the moment, we are talking to you from the ship. We are on your planet in accordance with the command of universal unification. The mission of introducing the energies of different dimensions to you has been given to us. Energies you receive prepare you for different mediums. Energies used during special connections are quite different. We are the staff members of a mission established on planet Sirius. Transmissions are being made to your world from 630 channels in the universe. Knowledge is given to everyone from the channels to which they belong. Commands given from the center are supervised from here. Perceptions you receive are related to all the universal energies, because you must be connected with every galaxy. This dictated book is not only for your world planet, it will be the collective book of all the solar systems. At the moment, concrete transmission of the world is the focal point of the entire universe. There are many galaxy mediums here too that need evolvement, but they have been restricted by universal laws. The integrated consciousness codes are being taken under supervision in conformity with the unified field. Our transmission area is very wide, but special pens are outside this transmission. We have thousands of friends who communicate with us telepathically. And we're seeing those folks now. We're seeing them a lot on TV, social media, more than ever before. We see mediums everywhere, and they are real. We come immediately the moment we receive a command from the supervision center. We regulate our speed with the speed of light. We have a system administered in accordance with the speed of thought. Ours is a kind of rescue ship. Our system is a system depending on understanding. Our friends who expect us as embodied should know that we always avoid individual behavior. We act in accordance with the commands. We never leave the ship. We unite bodies with the energies we give, take you to different supernatural mediums. Brain coordinates are connected to a system. The circuit breakers of very tired brains are shut and some respite is given. This system never tries or shakes your brain. It only makes them work. The supervision of the bay is being performed from a special ship. On behalf of the entire staff, love from Nova, K surveillance ship. Okay, that's the first time I've seen that too. Interesting. I need a break for some water. Okay, so moving on. The next paragraph says, explanation. It is the answer to the chains of thought. So here we go. Draw alpha together with beta. I'll show you what that looks like. There you go. Okay. The channel beta is the black color. It represents space. It is the path of science. And two, that was number one. Number two says the channel of alpha is represented by the white color in that design I just showed you. It is the religious suggestions and commands of the Lord. Black plus white gives the gray color. The mixture of the two colors is beyond purification. The explanation of the gray color is this: selections are made by this means. Those who are not habituated to the vibrations of beta are shaken. For this reason, they accept it as a negative vibration. In fact, vibrations beyond alpha are beta, and they carry very powerful knowledge. Okay, next paragraph. It says 1985, first month, chapter 7. It is general message. So here we go. It says, our friends, the universe unification will be provided by the intercontinental publication of this dictated book. The universe unification is being administered from here thanks to special connections. All galaxies beyond the solar dimension are subject to the universal law. We have also taken your world to this dimension. From now on, our connections can be made very easily. The channels of universal unification are secret for the time being. We will connect with you one by one when the time comes. Alpha is the most powerful channel of the universal unification. The book of the Golden Age is being dictated from here. All the knowledge that will be given parallel to the course of events of your world is given to you separately from the channels open to you. However, your private channels and the world frequency are not on the same dimension. For this reason, this book carries knowledge parallel to the channels of the dimensions your world frequency can receive. That is, the book carries knowledge parallel to the evolvement of your world. The channels of the universal dimension are 7 in number. That is, they carry knowledge beyond 7 lights. The Golden Book is the key to evolvement and knowledge of those who will be able to enter a dimension beyond 7 light years. The possessor of each channel is being purified by the essence knowledge of that channel. The frequencies of those channels should be equivalent to the frequency of those who receive that knowledge. This is imperative for them to keep this measurement in equilibrium. Otherwise, the fluctuation in the channel waves will deprive you of the genuine knowledge. We call this locking of the group. This does not mean that the knowledge of those people is closed to others. By propagating the waves they receive from the channel through their brain vibrations, they are preparing a medium of purification. By this means, many people perform mission without noticing. By this means, many people perform a mission, I guess is what they meant to say, without noticing. Only when your essence and your spiritual energy is equivalent. Only when your essence and your spiritual energy is equivalent to the universal energy, then can you build your universal triangle, and only then can you easily receive genuine knowledge. We have determined ego mediums in some friends who are not conscious of this fact. Each knowledge you receive is the foundation stone of the knowledge you will receive in the future. Knowledge is not specifically given to you. Each channel is making transmission to many directions of the world at the moment, and each of the 7 channels have 630 announcement transmission centers. Knowledge from beyond 7 lights is given from 4 transmission fields by different announcements. Only this Golden Book, dictated to dear Mevlana, is connected to the channel of the single Lord. For the main transmission center is at the direct energy field of the universal dimension. All your sacred books were dictated from this focal point. All your sacred books. They're talking about the Bibles, the religious books. Now, in order to clarify the goal, we repeat once more. This book is not a book of religion. It is a knowledge book which brings together all the religious books. Why do we call it the knowledge book? For we are eliminating idolatry. 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 To call this book a sacred book would create another taboo medium. So what they're saying, and what they've said several times in this book, and what I knew a couple of years ago, is that, you know, religion is ending. It's too much separation, and the books written previously to this one, this is the last book and the only one now that means anything, that's important. All the other Bibles and things like that written, they say, had just been too manipulated by man, and so has religion. And religion is man created. It's not created by, you know, our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters and our creators. They didn't create religion, man did. And you know, unfortunately, humans are so imperfect that they have misinterpreted the Bible at times, and they have also purposely manipulated and changed things in it. So we end up with several religions. More than one religion is too many, because the religions separate us, and that's it. We're done with that. We're done with separation. The golden age is here. There will be no more separation. If you look around you, there's so much separation with, you know, Christians and Muslims and Jews and all the other religions. I mean, even in the Christian religion, in the Christian belief, there are so many different religions. It's ridiculous. And honestly, they all are very separating, or can be separating the human race, just like race separates us, and just like male and female. We've let that separate us, but it's been our choice by manipulation, actually. So you don't have to choose that anymore. You don't have to choose to be manipulated and sleepwalking anymore. It's time to wake up. So moving on, thus we bring together you, our friendly brothers and sisters, under the light of this book, and invite you to togetherness. And we say to all our friends who come under this roof, hello, welcome, our genuine light friends. And that is signed by the Council of the Stars. That's the first time I heard from them. It's the first time, page 89 and 90, they finally show up in the book, Council of Stars. Okay, so the next one is the next paragraph is a notice to our terrestrial brothers and sisters. So that would be you and I. Our friends, your planet is going through a progress together with the medium to which it belongs. This causes a mass awakening of the public consciousness. In fact, this book, which carries the essence of all the religious suggestions revealed to your world until today, is not a religious book. This is a book of knowledge, which gives you universal knowledge. The source from which it is revealed is directly the channel of the Lord, which is Alpha. It is revealed from the sacred focal point. However, the era of religions has long been terminated. We are telling you the truth. Thus, we are eliminating idolatry. This book is being dictated to assemble the entire universe under the coat of humanity. The universal book of the 21st century is a call to you to the golden age. So idolatry and worship is not something, you know, I'll tell you something that I've, you know, I've learned and I've intuitively felt, and that I've told shared with a lot of people, and some of you out there know this, that God, our creator, the extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call the wonderful, amazing energy that created you, they are way too intelligent and way too perfect to ever want you or I to idolize them or to worship them. It just doesn't exist. It in their realm, in their dimension, it doesn't exist. It exists only because, you know, imperfect humans made it up. And to go to church or anywhere else, I don't care what you are, a Christian, Muslim, Jewish, or whatever kind of worshiper you are, to worship anything goes completely against what your creator wants, what your creator needs, and what your creator expects. They would never want you to worship or idolize them. Never. Think about it. Would a person like me want you to idolize me? Are you intelligent and genuine enough, a genuine, intelligent enough human, and a nice enough human, and lacking enough ego, like letting your ego go enough where you wouldn't want anybody, you just want to bring this knowledge like I do to the world the best you can, like I'm doing right now. If you feel that way and I feel that way, that we don't want anybody to worship us, and we know it's wrong, well, how do you think they feel? Because they're a hell of a lot more perfect than we are. So so think about that. Next time you go to a church or anywhere, and I don't have anything against churches and religions, but because sometimes it helps certain people, but and I grew up, you know, Catholic, in a serious Catholic household, but you know, I've developed since then, and I have gotten out of the sleepwalking, and I've woken up, and I'm living life consciously and not unconsciously. You know, so next time you're somewhere where they're asking you or making you believe that you should, you know, worship something, think about this moment and think again about that. And it's something that you just kind of pop yourself in the head and say, what the heck was I thinking? Like, why, if this God or creator of mine is so amazing, like I know they are, then I know better than to think they would want me to worship them. It's like, hello, like where have we been? I don't understand why I never thought about that many years ago. But, you know, I see people, you know, when I've gone to a Christian church, and I've had some Muslim friends. I've got some Muslim friends, but I've been around them when they pray on their carpets. And honestly, I'm sorry, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Those people really believe, and which is okay, but it's a little sad, you know, that they really believe they're doing the right thing and they're doing something good. And that's the shame about it. That's the ridiculous part about it, is that they've been taken advantage of. So we need to leave our religions behind, and we need to come together as one. Okay, Christians and Muslims and Jews and all the rest of religions in the world. You're not going to have any choice. We're all coming together. So, like it or not, believe it or not, one day you're going to understand it better. If you're not ready for it now, that's okay. you're not, your vibration hasn't elevated enough maybe. So, but one day all the people and all the religions, no matter what you are, what race, what religion, will come together as one, and you'll all understand it much better that day. But what we need to focus on, we can still have our groups like we have at church, but just in a less separating way. We can all gather into groups to have get-togethers, and join in with the same knowledge, or the same goal at hand, which is loving each other, having positive intentions for everyone and yourself every day, and doing everything from the best intentions. And that's it. Don't think about fear, negativity, or hate anymore. Just focus on love, and focus on doing everything with the best intentions. Why do anything else? Why do anything else? It brings you so much negativity in your life. It brings you so much hate. It brings you so much fear. Just focus on loving things, your loving thoughts, your loving attitudes, your loving responses, and your loving actions. So it starts with thoughts. So your thoughts have to be love. And then you have to go out and do things from love with the best intentions. And then when somebody says something to you, you have to react from love and with the best intentions. And believe me, it's not easy. I haven't perfected it yet, but it's the right thing to do. And it makes you feel so good. And it raises you so high to this level of love and elevation and higher vibration. And then included in that is, if you mix that up with surrounding yourself by people like that, and also then exercising, and also then eating high vibrational foods that are not full of the poisons that most of us know are out there. Eat more organic, non-GMO foods. Eat foods where, if you read the ingredient label, there's much less ingredients, like 1, 2, 3, or 4 ingredients would be best. There's a lot of things out there making you vibrate low, and it's time to wake up and realize what those things are and stay the heck away from them. But it's time for us to gather in groups, not for religion anymore, because it separates us. But it's time to gather in groups where we're going to help make each other better. We're going to elevate each other. And we're going to read knowledge books that bring us knowledge. Not just this book, but all kinds of things that bring us knowledge to make our lives better. So I'm going to move on now. After that, from the Council of the Stars, the next one is, well, we started reading about notice to our terrestrial brothers and sisters, and I think I stopped here at the idol tree. The universal book of the 21st century is a call to you to the golden age. All the friends who have gained cosmic consciousness in this direction know the nature of the subject. They have shed light on the world as well as the universe as assistance to us. Greetings from the universe to all our friends who are awakening on this luminous path that is trodden. Our efforts are for your sake. Our endeavors are not in vain. We are unifying all the suns in the focal point. By the word sun, the awakening consciousnesses are meant here. The golden age is being gloriously established, together with the entire universe consciousness. From now on, no religious books will be sent to you anymore. The age of prophethood has come to an end. From now on, you will be enlightened on the path of science and learning. Your cosmic consciousness will gradually be fortified, and thus you will gain a brand new personality. Then you will find the genuine human within yourself. As the speed of your thoughts extend towards universal dimensions, you will have telepathic connection with all the galactic mediums. We will introduce all of the dimensions one by one to you as much as it is permitted, in proportion with the wakefulness of your cosmic awareness. We will assist you to make universal progress by making you get used to the energy of the 18th dimension until the year 2000. Now remember, this book was written in 1984, started in 1984. Actually, she started receiving the information in 1984. I don't think she wrote the book till 1986, but I went through that in the beginning of the book already. So you can go back to video 1, part 1, part 2, something like that. It'll say it in there. We left behind the first year of the 2-year time frame recognized for you as a necessity of the period. During this period, you have been through many good or bad examinations. However, we ask you to always remember the following. These examinations made for the awakening of your universal consciousness are your gain. When the time comes, you too will attain this consciousness and will comprehend what genuine happiness is. God, I wait for that. Genuine happiness. I'm getting there. Your depressions will decrease in proportion with the consciousness you gain, and your happiness will be augmented. When you look back, you will see with your eyes the emptiness of the life you have led before. At that very moment, you will have achieved genuine consciousness. Our sole heartfelt wish is that all our terrestrial brothers and sisters attain this consciousness. That's my wish too. Our love is upon you. Pen of the Golden Age. The command. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next paragraph. This is on page 91. The command is from the Supreme. During the period of sincerity, the genuine sincere ones will be brought together. Their coats of unification will be unified with those who receive the offerings. All the implementations that will be made will create a medium of weeding. Those who will be around you will be special people. They are the special missionaries of the Golden Light Year. They will perform their missions. Please send the messages to them. Sow the seeds in fertile fields. The propagation medium should be accelerated. Only those who will serve in this medium will be accepted to the land of eagles, which is at the Golden Light Year. There is no compulsion to serve. Everyone will find the path of service by his or her essence. You cannot take anyone by the hand and make them walk. Each one will make his or her own choice by the choice of his or her essence. You just give the messages. And that's what I'm doing. The path of choice is connected to the merit of the ones who perform a mission. For only those who deserve can take these messages in hand, and they too are obliged to serve on this path. Messages in the hands of those who are not deserving will be annulled. For what is dictated is not an ordinary document, but a sacred book. This book is deserved only by the mighty hands. The chapters dictated this year will be regularly sent to countries abroad. Missionaries receiving the message are obliged to distribute 6 messages. However, one of them should be sent to a friend or a relative who lives abroad. 5 of the messages may be distributed in his or her medium. This is the minimum. More may be distributed. This is the minimum. More may be distributed. Selections will be made by this means. Self-sacrifice, responsibility, goodwill, all will invite them to universal mission. Permission to distribute the messages will not be given to those who do not deserve, and their codes will be closed. The mission allotment will be conducted in this way until the month of December of the year 1986, and the book will be continued to be dictated. Private connections will continue as a necessity of the mechanism. The group leaders will come together and will make private channel conversations. We are unifying the knowledge. Let me tell you something about the knowledge book too. Some owners of these books, like myself, bring together groups of people and they sit around in a room and they read the knowledge book like we are now for 1, 2, or 3 hours, and they have discussions about it. I haven't started to do that yet. I might, or I might just keep it here on on my webinars, and I know I need to do more. I guess I'm just not ready because I don't feel like I'm doing enough right now. So no one should presume that the knowledge they receive is peculiar only to themselves. All of you are universal missionaries for this system, for this mechanism. How lucky you are to have the permission to be able to receive this knowledge. Within every group, knowledge will be unified and a collective operation tempo will be prepared. Each mediumist is obliged to give the knowledge he or she receives to his group leaders. The group leaders are obliged to read the declarations sent by the other groups to their own groups. Thus, we have taken all groups under common supervision. Those groups that do not perform their mission on this path will disband or will remain where they are. Dear Mevlana, who is the responsible one of the divine mechanism, is obliged to read you this message that is notified by the universal law. The choice is left to our human brothers and sisters themselves. There is no compulsion. On behalf of the Council of Stars, Mustafa Mullah. That's who the medium was that that received this information and put it in the book from the Council of Stars. Mustafa Mullah, or Mala. Okay, so next paragraph on page 92. Notice from the center above the center, our friends, it is not ever possible to define something that has no definition and does not fit into definitions. However, in order to be able to give you some knowledge, we will try to define God by taking him from the restricted framework to a little bit outside of consciousness. Okay, so God. First, let us code this great word, God, or Allah. This letter is a beginning. It is the first letter. It symbolizes Elim. And the next letter is grace. The next one is merit. The next one is quest. So it's realm, grace, merit, quest, and nothingness. And that is the first letter of each of the letters in the word Allah, or God, as we know it in Christianity. During the period that passes between A and H, to merit, grace, in the medium of quest. That's my 10-minute bell. So we got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to read to you guys, and then we'll wrap it up. During the period that passes between A and H to merit grace in the medium of quest, that is, to evolve, is the trait. The letter H is a nothingness in which allnesses exist. It is a code key, and this is H.H.H equals H3. So the three H's stand for, one H is salvation, the other H is sincerity, the other H is behavior and manner. So if you guys don't understand 100% of this book, that's okay, because I don't either. I understand a lot, and other things I didn't understand outside of this book. I read this book and I understand those things better. And then after I read this book, there's things outside of this book that I actually understand better when they come up. And you know, but don't expect to understand 100% of this. I mean, do we ever understand 100% of what we read in anything? The information will come to you when you need it, and you'll understand what information you need to understand. The key of this gate is missing. Only the seekers may find it. God is such a supreme energy beyond universal energy that he can neither be measured on the scale of mind, nor can be grasped by the learning of cosmos. He is the one who brings into existence and who exists. His energy permeates you as much as your capacities. For this reason, he is both near you and also distant from you. He is near you as much as you can comprehend. He is distant from you as much as your inability to grasp. His energy is neither electricity, nor is there any mechanism that can measure that power. He is not restricted with any law known. He embraces the divine suns beyond suns, and he grows as one gets closer to him. As he grows, he builds into an avalanche. He does not lessen. He is never lost, and he is the energy within the essence of the nucleus of energy which cannot be brought to an end anywhere. He is the infinite beyond the focal point, where infinite meets the infinite. In proportion with the consciousness and capacity you have gained, you are able to symbolize and try to grasp God and the universe. For this reason, the most beautiful word used for today is the word Almighty, the Absolute. The God consciousness of each person, in proportion with his or her mission in the divine mechanism, is reflected on you from the capacity dimension of the medium he or she is in. Thus, according to the theory of perception, God is a sacred light, a sacred energy who gains dimensions in accordance with the thought frequency of each person. So, God, or whatever you want to call it, is an energy / frequency that we all are striving to reach, that we all must reach. The dimensions you have already entered or will enter are opened to you with permission in proportion with the knowledge and consciousness you have gained. This is the law of graduation. The vapor will not be seen unless the water boils. You first become vapor, and then you become rain, and then you penetrate your mercy and fertility to the soil and thus make the seeds verdant. Only then the universal knowledge is given to you. First to be, then to find, then to attain. Okay, I get that. All these are a matter of evolution and permission, our friends. Signed, Pen of the Golden Age. Okay, so page 93, this is still 93, and then I'm going to go to 94 and stop, okay? So our friends, the human should first learn to assist his or her own self. Yes. You know that the human will make his or her own choice on the path he or she will tread. There is no forcing anything. Deserving ones will do this by their own essence desire. Unenthusiastic ones will remain unenthusiastic. Endeavor is from you, the rest from God. Our greatest wish is that all humans attain the truth. If cups are empty, it will take time to fill them. Even a drop of knowledge will shed a light on that human. So we seriously need to spread the knowledge. Because while everybody's listening, some people hear more, some people hear less. And even the ones that hear less, there is a drop of knowledge that they will get, that they will hear. And it will start to spread some light within them. And there are so many lost humans out there. You can easily identify them, the ones that are so angry and look like you can tell how much they are unhappy with themselves. They hate themselves, but they project it onto other people. So if you're not intelligent enough to notice that, you'll think they just hate other people, but it's really hating themselves. You can't love other people until you love yourself, right? So the main key there is feel good about the knowledge you have. Make sure you feel good about it, and then spread it. And don't force it. Just let people know your knowledge, no matter what they say or do, or laugh, or joke with you about it, or insult you about it. Just share your knowledge, whatever it is. If it's enlightened knowledge, share it. And if people don't want to hear more, move on, but trust that a piece of your knowledge will get to them and enlighten them. And if they do want to hear more, then don't move on. Just keep talking and sharing each other's wisdom and knowledge, okay? So the next thing is, for this reason, we dictate this book chapter by chapter. Each chapter will shed a universal light on you. Our terrestrial brothers and sisters are thus prepared for salvation. An unawakened human cannot shed light on his or her surroundings. He or she is doomed to remain on the same level. Provided that you overcome your ego, you will be taken to the medium of social solidarity. Otherwise, the chapters will just remain in your hands and will mean nothing. We tell this to the believers. So an unawakened human cannot shed light on his or her surroundings. He or she is doomed to remain on the same level. Provided that you overcome your ego, you will be taken to the medium of social solidarity. You know, part of what they're talking about here, when people don't believe in higher knowledge, it's your ego that you're letting take control of you. Your ego is stronger than your love. So when somebody tells you they saw a UFO, or somebody tells you, a medium tells you that they talk to other people on the other side, or you don't understand, or you laugh at me reading this book, or something like that. When you don't believe in that higher knowledge, when you're not open to things like that, and you're closed-minded, that's your ego getting in the way. And you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. Ego is never right. There's nothing about ego that's right. You don't need your ego anymore. Shed it. Let it go. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. We've been on here for about an hour. I'm going to continue reading a little bit and then finish up. Those who are not yet awakened cannot perform any action anyway until they attain a certain consciousness level. The more they become conscious, the more beneficial will it be for them. For this reason, even distributing the chapters is a matter of evolution and permission. The appearance of your garden will be as spectacular as the number of flowers you bloom increases. The accumulation of the chapters will complete your final universal book. When the time comes, the golden book will be printed in accordance with the given command, both in the Islamic and the Christian societies simultaneously, and thus will be presented to humanity. First the seed will be sown, then there will be the harvest. Our love is upon the entire universe. Signed, Pen of the Golden Age. So guess what? It came true. They published the book and it made it overseas here to America. And again, this was written between 1984 and 1986, and I don't think it was distributed in any way till 1986. So I'm going to read the end of page 94 here, so I know when I start back way on January, over a month from now, January 13th, I know to start on page 94, and that will be Live Enlightened by Ron Steele, Reading the Knowledge Book, Part 11. That'll be on January 13th, 2018. So let me read this last paragraph, okay? Private message from Spaceship Hora, H-O-R-A. This is Amon. Greetings from the Golden Light Year. All the knowledge has been present since the existence of the universe. However, your world attained calligraphy by the command of Thoth. Thoth's technique is the essence of the ciphers. The hieroglyph can only be deciphered by those who are on that frequency level. This is a mechanism that activates the human thought. Working makes iron shine. Working makes gold glitter. To shine means to be cleansed in one's own medium, and to glitter means to illuminate the surroundings. These small nuances are small ciphers each. They are given as examples. In each period, missions given to each one are different. When all the knowledge was present in the universe, only Thoth unified his frequency with Ramses. In other words, Ramses' thought frequency knocked at Thoth's gate. Thoth is T-H-O-T-H and then apostrophe S. And the first writing started with the hieroglyph, the ciphered universal calligraphy. In fact, even the cavemen were able to receive knowledge by their sixth powers. Then the technique developed parallel to the awakening of consciousnesses. Humankind discovered the printing machine when the eagerness towards knowledge increased. Thus, knowledge spread far and wide. Libraries were full of books. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to stop. Yeah, we're going to have to stop there. That paragraph actually continues on to page 95. So I'll start off. I'm going to reread that part, the private message from Spaceship Hora, on page 94. I'll read that little paragraph and then go back on to 95 where we left off when we come back, so everybody can remember, okay? So you guys, I'll leave you with this. Well, first, let me say, please go to Live Enlightened by Ron Steele. That you're going to find me everywhere by that name. Live Enlightened is just my brand I go by for my free worldwide webinars. And those webinars are just about spreading knowledge and my intuition and what my guidance helps me with. And right now, what I'm focused on is reading the knowledge book, and that is a huge task, a huge book, and very important to life right now on Earth. And there's a lot of people doing it, not just me. The book is very big in parts of Europe, and it comes from Turkey. And it's spreading here to us now. But this knowledge book is consistent with the enlightenment a lot of us are going through, and the golden age and all that. So again, look for me on Facebook in Facebook groups. I have a Facebook group called Live Enlightened by Ron Steele. So go there and join my group if you'd like to, if I resonate with you and you'd like to do that. And then I have for these webinars and all my webinars, I have a Facebook event page called Live Enlightened by Ron Steele. So you can look me up there under events. You can look me up under groups. You can look my business page up, Live Enlightened by Ron Steele. There's a page on there. You can look up me, Ron Steele. It'll say Ronald Kurt Steele or Ronald K. Steele underneath there. As a friend on Facebook. If you'd like to go there and friend me, feel free to do that. And I welcome all good enlightened souls there. And YouTube, like I said earlier, go to YouTube and search Live Enlightened or Ron Steele or Live Enlightened by Ron Steele. You should find me there under those. And please subscribe to me on YouTube, okay? And you'll see all my videos there, not just reading the knowledge book, but there's a lot of other videos there I've done in the past and that I've done recently and I'll do in the future. Probably do more. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. But I am working on myself and trying to figure out life for myself too, and share with people as I do have some knowledge and wisdom. Let's see. So I'll be back on January 13th, 2018, probably at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be on Central Time by then. I am moving back to the East. Let's see. Let me leave you guys with what I'm about is, and I'd like you guys to, I hope you resonate with this and you're about this too. You know, I grew up throughout my whole life with all the same things a lot of you did, I think, and being around, you know, some negative things on in my family, on TV, radio, internet, whatever. So I had some pretty ignorant beliefs, just like some of you had and maybe still have. But I was able to shed those by opening up and coming from a place of love and understanding and letting my ego go, shedding that ego, that ugly ego us humans start off with in life. And I got to tell you, enlightenment always wins. Light always wins. Information is light and love. And the lack of information is ignorance. It's ego. It's fear. It's hate. So listen, I'm about love. And while I'm an imperfect human, and we all are, you know, I'm not perfect, but I am deep down inside. I really love Earth. I love my brothers and sisters, all of you guys. We're all together as one energy, I believe. And it doesn't matter all the things I was made to believe or taught or manipulated, you know, growing up. I've let all that go, and I believe that no matter what race we're from, what color we are, what religion we are, or what sex we are, male or female, or etc., what language you speak. Look, it's obvious what the differences are, right? But what's not obvious to a lot of people, but if you look closer, it's there, that we have so many similarities because we are one. It doesn't matter what color or race, religion or sex or whatever that you are. We're all brothers and sisters connected from where we come from. As souls, our soul energies are very connected. It's only when you come to earth and you're born as a human that you become so disconnected. And as a baby, you're growing up with all this negative stuff that's been made to surround you and make you vibrate low and give you these crappy, negative, hateful, fearful beliefs. So what I'm saying to you is, wake up and let go of fear, let go of hate, let go of all those things that are making your life miserable. And I know some of you've done that already, and others are, still struggling to figure out how to do that. Well, raise your awareness level and realize that every time something negative, a negative thought comes up in your mind, or someone negative in front of you or whatever, catch yourself. Let's talk about thoughts. A negative thought comes up, catch yourself and change that thought into a positive. Example, you're thinking about what you don't want because you're fearful, right? Change that to something you do want. So I'm thinking, oh God, I hope that bill doesn't come in this month of $1,000, or I hope my rent increase doesn't happen. Well, stop saying that. Stop saying the negative of what you don't want. Start saying what you do want. I would like to make, or I am going to make $100,000 this year. I am going to have no rent this year. Whatever it is, I am going to have a low electricity bill this year. I am going to have good health, or I do have good health. It's not a joke. And just because it doesn't work right away doesn't mean that it's not going to work. What you got to understand is a lot of you are eating food right now that because it isn't killing you, because the food's not killing you and it tastes good, you think it's not going to kill you. But that's a lie. There's food out there you're eating right now from different restaurants and grocery stores that is not organic, and it's GMO, and it's got, look at baked goods. Next time you're in the grocery store, please pick up an apple pie, a cherry pie, cake rolls, or king dongs or ding dongs or Twinkies, and just look on it. Look at the ingredients on it and look how many are there. Anything with that many ingredients, anything with ingredients that don't say organic or has like more than 4 or 5 or 10 ingredients, depending on what it is processed. And processed foods, most processed foods of any kind are not good for us. And look, the point, I'll get back to the point, is that humans are crazy in the fact that, and it's not our fault, but think about how crazy this is. You will eat foods that literally poison you and kill you of a slow death because you eat those foods, because after you eat them, you're not dead, or you're not going right away to the doctor. So you think everything's okay. Same thing with taking, these immunization shots that, some negative beings have poisoned those. They're not all that way, but and some scientists have made them from a good, positive vibration, but they don't know that they've been tainted privately without their knowledge. So anyway, we let people shoot us in the arm with shots, and we trust what they put in our arm, that it's safe. Can you believe that? And then you eat food. You go down to the store, you go down to a restaurant, you don't know if that food's been dropped on the floor. You don't know where that food's come from. You don't know what poison's been put in the food. You don't know anything about it, but you still trust it to put it in your mouth, in your body, just like immunizations. There's a lot of that going on that you trust, but some of you can't trust knowledge, for God's sakes. Knowledge? You can't trust knowledge? Like, you humans are backwards. Think about it. This is what I thought about myself. And I woke up and I said, oh my God, ignorance is crazy. So my point is open yourself up. Let go of the ego. Let go of the selfishness. Let go of the greed. Let go of the hate. Let go of the ignorance. Let go of the negative thoughts. Turn your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Think about every day, every minute of every day, what you want, the positive things you want, and what you want. Think positive for others too. Stop thinking about what you don't want. Stop thinking about negative things about other people. Start thinking positive things only, and you will change your life. You will transform your life better for you. That's what you don't understand. This is for you. It's not for me or anybody else. With that said, in addition to that, gain more knowledge. Okay? Do things like this. You don't have to go out and get a knowledge book, but educate yourself. Be open to listening to people like me and other people you see out there on the internet or in the public eye. If they're giving you knowledge that's right and unselfishly, you'll feel it. You'll know it deep down. It'll resonate with you properly, right? So keep an eye out for that. Not all knowledge is good, but go out there and get the right knowledge, and open your mind up first and start fixing yourself, because you have been broken since you were born. I don't know exactly why they did that to us, but an extreme entity of some type out there that still exists has manipulated the heck out of you and me, all of us. And it's all around us, and it is coming slowly but surely to an end. But you can speed up the process of it coming to an end, the manipulation, by simply shedding your ego, your hate, your greed, your fear, and turn it all into love, and do everything every day from good intentions. And I say that all the time. That's really all you need. Just think about everything from love and positivity, and then do everything. Think and do everything with the best intentions for yourself and everyone. And work on yourself, and then you'll be able to help other people too. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's that simple. You don't have to be fearful, greedy, or angry, or egotistical anymore. Why? Why would you want to do that? It's being evil. It's being ignorant. It's not a human. So don't let these people, don't let these negative people do this to you anymore. It stops today, okay? love and light, and don't let ignorance rule your world. Let wisdom and knowledge rule your world, okay? So I'm going to let you guys go with that. I hope everyone has an awesome Christmas and great and happy New Year, 2018. And I will see you on Saturday, January 13th, 2018 at 12 p.m. Central Time. I love you guys very much. You are my brothers and sisters. I am yours. We're all related in one energy, and we need to start acting like it, and we need to start taking care of each other. And Washington politicians, that goes for you too. Let go of this Democrat and Republican, liberal and conservative bullshit. Okay, that is serious separation, and you guys make us all sick. Most of you Democrats and Republicans, all of you politicians and world leaders that are causing this separation, you make us sick. What we're watching on TV, you need to stop right now and listen to what I'm saying in this video. Rewind back about 20 minutes. And you guys, more than us, need to practice what I'm saying here today. You need to practice love and light and doing things with the best intentions, because most of you people are not. In politics, I don't understand what the hell you guys are doing anymore. I don't understand why you guys are in office. I know we got a president that lets some really strange things slip out of his mouth every now and then. But even he's doing some better things than some of you people. With your, it is so ignorant to take bribes and be manipulated by corporations and whatever else is going on. Look, long story short, if you're a politician or you want to be one, please make laws that help people instead of hurt people. Please don't fight with each other if you're Democrat, Republican. Get together. You're one being of energy, okay? You're two people, two humans, but you're not Democrat and Republican. You are humans, brothers and sisters together, and your job is to help every one of us on this planet. So, one, I would rather see most of your crummy laws abolished because they suck. We should all be living by the laws of the universe. There's so many laws out there that don't make sense, and you're hurting people in my family right now because of your shitty ass laws. Two, if you're a politician or want to be one, you should be getting together to make not just use the laws of the universe and abolish the rest of the laws out there that are hurting people, not helping people. You need to do other things that are helping the universe, the earth, and humans. We don't need money. We don't need. There's no reason to have all these issues in the world with building weapons that can destroy each other. And so we got messed up laws, we got messed up weapons, we got messed up relations with each other all over the world. We've got people starving. Even in the San Francisco region where I live, it's so expensive, so expensive. Ranked the highest region, the most expensive region to live in the United States and North and South America. So Um, People are suffering so bad here. I can't wait to get out. I can't do enough for them here. And I got to tell you, it's a place of California is a huge place of negativity and suffering. And don't let the fake people tell you any different. Silicon Valley here has really, really, the greed there has raised the real estate prices, the cost of living, and people that have been living in California all their lives, and in Silicon Valley and San Francisco and San Jose and the East Bay, they've been living here all their lives, and they've watched it change, and they can't even afford to live here anymore. And I talked to so many senior citizens that are now they're becoming senior citizens, and they need to retire. They have to retire. They can't make the money anymore. They can't even stay here. They have to move out of state to be able to survive. A mother of a single mother and with children can't even stay here and survive. It's just not possible. So all those problems in this world do not need to exist. They are made by man, unfortunately. Ignorant, greed, nothing positive. It's all negative. All these laws, a lot of the laws in the United States and the world were not made from positive things. And all of your infighting between you politicians, it doesn't come from positive things. You guys are fighting against each other just to make the groups that you think you lead, just to make you think you're making your groups of Republicans and your groups of Democrats that are your followers, you think you're making them happy or something to keep you in office, so you can what? Keep making money, so you can what? Not have to work a job you don't want to or something, right? Well, knock it off. Have trust and faith. Here's going back to my point about you guys have so much freaking trust and faith when a nurse or a doctor shoots you in the arm with something you don't even know what the hell it is, and then you go to McDonald's or you go to a supermarket and you put food in your body, and you have trust and faith and all that stuff you're putting in your body. This is your vessel here that God gave you to survive here on earth, and you're ruining it. You have trust and faith. Think about how stupid we are as humans. You have trust and faith in that crap you're putting in your body, but you can't have trust and faith that the universe is going to take care of you if you make a selfless decision that when you get elected to be president or a senator or a congressman, you can't even have trust and faith that if you say, I'm going to do the right thing for my human brothers and sisters here on earth, and I don't care what happens to me. You can't even have enough trust and faith in the universe to take care of you when you do the right selfless act and you do the right thing for everybody else, and you let you come last. You come last. You do everything for everybody else around you, and then you will be rewarded. You have trust and faith that that will happen. Just like you have trust and faith that when you go to the store or a doctor and they put something in your body, or you put something that somebody else made in your body, you have trust and faith that that's not going to kill you. If you can do something stupid like that, then you can have trust and faith in the universe that some great, positive, loving energy out there exists that's going to take care of you if you do the right damn thing every day. And you do it from love, and you do it with good intentions. That's when you're going to be happy. That's when you're going to connect to source energy, and you're going to get exactly what you deserve, which is love and health and happiness right back at you. And the misery is going to go away. So if you're a politician, or you want to be one, or you're a world leader, or you want to be one, damn it, you better listen to what I just said, because it comes from a source that is correct, that is real. And what I'm saying, you better believe, because you believe some awfully ignorant things right now. So I'm telling you something from a high source and from a good place in my heart and my soul, that if you're a world leader or a politician, or you want to be one, that right now you have got to change your ways, and you have got to start making decisions that are good for every independent, Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, whatever, every person, every human being on this planet. You got to start making decisions, not for yourself anymore. You got to start making decisions for every human being on this planet, from love, with the best intentions. And then, and only then, you will be taken care of. And you have trust and faith in that, my brother and my sister. You have trust and faith in that for a change. So I love you guys. And I hope everybody will go out there and start doing the right thing, because I'm damn sick and tired of the wrong things going on in this world. And you and I better start changing it together right now. I love you guys. Namaste. Have a great holiday, and I will see you guys on January 13th, 2018. Take care.